Hey guys, and welcome back to another Maya tutorial. Today I want to show you guys how you can create a Viking or a fantasy axe in Maya. So let's get started. Make sure you're in your polygons menu and select the sphere, or go to create polygons sphere. So I'm gonna select that, drag that out in the grid, and in my attribute editor, and if that doesn't show up, hit Control A. I'm going to go to my polysphere, sorry, and I'm going to bump up the subdivisions to about 60, like so. Next, I'm going to select my object, and I'm going to hit R, and I'm going to start to squish that sphere, and I'll check it from my front view to have a bit better view. Hit F to zoom in, and I'm going to flatten that, but not completely. I want a little bit body left in the middle, like so. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is in our perspective view, we're going to create another, actually not another, we're going to create a cylinder. We're going to pull that up. And again, we're going to make sure we have enough subdivisions on that. So go to your polycylinder, and I want 60 to make that nice and round. And the other values, I'm not too interested about that right now. Okay. So I got the squished sphere, so to speak, and I got my cylinder. Now I'm going to go into my top view, like so, and I'm going to select my cylinder, hit Control D, hit W, and I'm going to move that up here. Okay, now I'm going to start to move that into the center. First, I'm going to make sure that that is centered exactly. That's important. So I'm going to go into here, into my polysphere, and I'm going to hit translate 0, 0, and 0. So that's centered out. And I'm going to do the same with my sphere. 0, 0, 0. All right. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to create the shape of the axe by placing two of the cylinders into this squished sphere. And actually, because I altered that one, I'm just going to get rid of that one and hit Control D on that one. So I know they're exactly the same and they're both centered. Okay. Now, we're going to start to move this in to the white grid line. That's this line here. And I'm going to do the same with that one. So one above center, one below center. Just going to check that quickly in my perspective view. Okay, that looks good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my sphere. I'm going to shift select cylinder 1, and then I'm going to go to mesh, booleans, and hit difference. And it's thinking about it. There you go. And then I'm going to select the sphere again, shift select the cylinder, and I'm going to repeat that. So mesh, booleans, difference. Okay. Now this is starting to look like the shape of an axe. As you can see, I'll hit 5 for shaded. That's starting to look okay. Now you can detail the blade a lot if you want, but I'm not going to do that. Actually, I'm going to do a little bit of detailing on it just to make it look better. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these edges here. Actually, we'll take the last 3. So right click, face mode. I'm going to click and double click for that row. Click, double click, click, and double click. And here I'm going to do the same. Okay. So I'm going to go to Edit Mesh, Extrude. I'm going to hit F to zoom in a little bit. And then I'm going to hit W. And I'm going to pull that down just a little bit to give it a nice little edge on that. Okay. All right, next step. We're going to create the handle. So I'm going to create a cylinder, something like so. I'm going to drag that up. I'm going to hit E to rotate it, something like that. Put it on minus 90 degrees. And we're going to translate that to 0, 0, and 0. All right. Hit W. Sorry, right click object mode, select the object, W. Pull that down a little bit. Maybe you make it a little bit longer by hitting R. Pulling that out. Hit W to pull it down. Something like that. And hit R to scale it in a little bit because I think the handle's a little bit too big. That looks a little bit better. Okay. Hit W to move it up just a little bit. Something like so. And now we're going to add a little bit of detail to the handle just so that it doesn't look so, I don't know, the way it looks right now. All right. So I'm going to go to Edit Mesh and I'm going to insert an edge loop. One there, one there, and one there. Hit Q to quit that function. I'm going to right click on this face here, go to face mode, click, shift double click, click, shift double click. I'm going to go to Edit Mesh and Extrude. I'm going to hit R. I'm going to pull that out just a little bit, something like that. That looks okay. And let's put some details in the rest of the handle as well. Not everywhere, but just some places, just so it's not so totally plain. All right. I'm going to click, double click there, click, double click there. These three. That one. That one. I'll do that one as well. Okay. We're going to Edit Mesh, Extrude again. Hit R. Pull that out a little bit. And now we need to center that out a little bit. So we're going to take the green one and we're going to pull that back so it's a little bit more centered, like so. I think, well, the length is maybe, yeah, it's okay. It's not too bad. Okay, now we're going to play with the handle a little bit. So on the bottom here, what I'm going to do on this edge, I'm going to right click, go to edge mode, click, and double click. I'm going to go to mesh, edit mesh and bevel. And then I'm going to increase the number of segments. I'm going to adjust the offset. It's not exactly what I expected, but let's increase the offset maybe a little bit more, make it 4. That's a little bit better. Okay. Then I'm going to select the bottom part of the handle, like so. And then I'm going to scale it out without extruding, like that. That looks okay. And then I'm going to play a little bit with these, with the handle, the grip, so to speak. So right click, face mode, select 1, 2, 3, a little bit more, 4, 5, It's okay. 5. Rotate that around a little bit, and we're going to repeat that a couple of times. So skip 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rotate a little bit more. Zoom in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I'm by no means a professional modeler, so this is just the way how I do this, and hopefully it's helpful for you guys to get started by whatever you're doing. I hope that this will work out as far as 1 minute too many. As far as the equal number, and actually it does, which is nice. Should have thought of that. All right, those are all selected. Edit mesh, extrude. I'm gonna hit R. We're gonna pull that out a little bit, like so. Yeah, okay. Now we're gonna take the green one again, pull that in to level that out a little bit, and hit R again. I'm gonna pull it out a little bit more, like that. Tweak it a little bit. Okay. Now I'm gonna right click on the entire handle, go to object mode, like so. Shift right click, go to smooth. And that already looks a little bit better. Okay. Now we're gonna combine the whole thing. So drag select the whole object, go to mesh combine, like that. I'm gonna hit E, I'm gonna rotate it, hit W, and I'm gonna pull it up. Oh, got the wrong thing there. Pull it up. I'm gonna position it a little bit for rendering, so hit E, something like that. We're gonna create a quick ground plane, like so. Move that a little bit, like so. Okay, we're gonna create some quick lights. So create lights, point light. Pull that up, pull it out, just position it somewhat, like so. Hit Control D and copy that light, something like so. Make sure you got both lights selected, then go to point light shape, and in shadows, make sure you select use depth map shadows, like so. Now we're going to apply some materials. So select your ground plane, right click, assign new material, select Feng E, and I'm going to make that the color white. All right. Then I'm going to select my entire axe, right click, go to assign new material. I'm going to go with the MIA material, underscore material X, and I'm going to select that. And if you don't have that showing up in your list, I'll show you in a second why that is and how you can change that. Okay, go to My Material X, select Presets, and select Chrome, and replace. Now, if that material didn't show up in your system, then go to Window, Settings Preferences, go to Plugin Manager, and then scroll down until you see the material called Maya tomr.mml. Make sure these two are selected, and that should give you the correct material. Okay, so I apply that material. I want to give it a little bit more detail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in here, and I'm going to select these two faces here. So right click face mode, click, double click, click, double click. I want to adjust that material, and I'm going to right click and go to assign new material. Select my MIA material again. And in this case, I'm going to use a different preset. So I'm going to go to presets, copper, and replace. All right. Now I'm going to go down to the handle. What am I going to do here? What I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, go to face again, click, double click that row, click that one. I hate it when that happens. That row. And it's happening again. And one more. Okay. And for those, I'm going to, actually I'm going to take this bottom piece as well. No idea why that happens. If you're out there and you know why that happens, just let me know. I'd really appreciate it. That's annoying. Just see where I'm at. Excuse me, guys. That should be it. Okay. I'm going to right click, assign new material. I'm going to select my MIA material again. And as you can see, I use that a lot. And I'm going to go to presets, rubber, and replace. All right. I still missed a few. Sorry for the sloppy tutorial, guys. I try to avoid this stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna assign existing material, and I'm gonna go with media material 3. That should be it. All right, now we're gonna do a quick render, and again, I'm trying to do these tutorials as fast as possible because I don't want to hold you guys up for like forever. Normally, you would model something like this in 20 minutes or so. So let's do a render. Go to render settings. Make sure you select mental ray because you're using a mental ray material and otherwise it's not going to show up correctly. I'm going to go to quality. I'll set that to production. I'm going to go to common and I'll select an HD 1080 material, which is a nice high quality. All right. And that should be it. So let's render. Normally I'd pause it by now, but this is going fairly quick, so let's see how long it's going to take. The axe should pop up any second now. We can see it shading already on the ground plane. So let's see how it turned out. Get this stupid pop-up here. Well, there's the handle. So you got the little copper ring up there. Nice accent. You can actually put some detail in the blades if you like, but again, you know, my tutorials are pretty much how to show you the general techniques, and it's up to you to play with that. And there's your handle. So yeah, this is pretty much it. I hope it's helpful for you guys. If you got any questions that I can help you with, please let me know. As always, thank you for watching. I'll just wait until this renders complete. And this pop-up keeps coming up. All right, this is the final result. And good luck modeling. Thank you guys. Bye.